Hi and welcome to this week's Torah. In this week's Torah, Parshas Mishpatim, we read an interesting verse, and the verse says the following: if you have a man that has killed somebody else on purpose, with trickery, even from my altar, even from my Mizbeach, you should then take him and bring him to justice. Why would we think not? Or what is the verse coming to tell us? And I think there's an important message over here, and let me try to give you an example of where this comes up in daily life. Sometimes we're trying to get our kids to bed. Often we're trying to get our kids to bed. And go to bed, and you tell them to go to bed, and then they come down, etc., etc. And finally it's been like an hour and a half trying to get them to bed, and you lose it, and you say, get to bed! And suddenly they say to you, oh, I have to do homework. I forgot to do homework. And you're like, what, now? Now you want to do homework? If you wanted to do homework, you could have done it at 6, you could have done it at 7. Why do you have to think of your homework at 10:30 at night? But children have a way of doing that. When there's their final thing, when you're almost about to get them, they try to wiggle out of it by saying, yeah, but I have something really important to do now. And this is what this Kohen is trying to do. The Kohen has done a crime. This person has gone and killed another individual. That's not forgivable. That's not something that we can look away from. And when it comes to giving this person justice, when it comes to bringing this person to justice, suddenly he's like, no, you can't take me now. I'm very religious. I'm busy bringing a korban. I'm bringing an offering to the altar. Now, you think God wants you to bring an offering on this altar? He wants you to do this? You should have thought of that before you went out and killed somebody else. But you can't go out and kill somebody else and then play all from. That doesn't work. And the Torah is telling us over here, and for many of us this is a problem, if we were to look at ourselves, we often do things that are wrong, and then we camouflage them by trying to do something that's right. And we say, well, we're doing some good. Yeah, maybe you're doing some good, but just because you're doing some good now, that doesn't excuse you for the things that you've done wrong. That doesn't mean that all the things that you've done that you shouldn't have done just get wiped away because now you've done something good. You still need to take full responsibility for your actions. Doing something good at one point does not in any way excuse you from anything else that you've done. And this is the important thing to remember. All our actions are measured. All our actions are being looked at. And we can't look at our good actions and say, I'm good most of the time, so I can do bad things on the side. Or the bad things that I do on the side don't really matter because I am good. The goodness needs to continue. But you need to look at the things that you do wrong and try to change those as well. We don't look at them and try to even out the score. We try to maximize our potential as much as we can on the positive side, and at the same time we try to minimize, try to lessen the amount of negative things we do. But we don't just say one cancels out the other. Don't let your good things cancel out the bad. Increase the good, decrease the bad, and with that, become a much better person. Wishing you all a very good Shabbos.